Good morning, it's Josh here. This quick video, which I'm going to title 7 minute snapshot. I want to get in the habit of doing some videos that last no longer than 7 minutes. That would be good. As I know many of you don't have the time or maybe the inclination either to watch some of the ones where I drone on forever. So I thought I would try and do as quick a video as possible looking at today's note sources or tips or however you think of them within section 2 of the members post. I am clearly still working on my jump size, but I'll get there. So yes, let's jump straight to it. There are 3 horses that I want to have a go at the odds in both in market raised, and as I record this at 10 to 9. They're having another inspection at 10. There's no frozen ground, but there's a bit of snow on the track, so fingers crossed it goes ahead, because there's every chance Pete de Bowen may have a double. I'm dreaming there. Clearly I would take just one of his two, What a Diva or Cougars Gold winning today. I'd bite your hand off for that now. And if not, the Skelton horse winning. So let's jump straight to it. I'm 1 minute in. What a Diva is the horse. I think she was definitely overpriced at 16. It's definitely overpriced at 14. You probably could make a case that even kind of 10 to 1 might be a couple of points too big. What's the starting point? If I look on Instant Expert in GG's, there's the place kind of settings. If I look down the right, I can see that actually she is back on her last winning mark. So from a handicap perspective, that is of some use. So there's no excuse there. And if I click on the kind of win tab for Instant Expert, you can see she kind of ticks all the boxes. Ground isn't a problem. Class isn't. She's won at the track, which is a bonus. Stamina isn't a problem when you've got quite a few horses in here have to kind of prove that they stay. And yeah, handicapped to go well. Pace wise, not too much on that front. There's quite a few that could be up there and get on with it. Sean Bowen rarely has his horses in a bad spot, so that should be fine. The other final point is I think she is returning to what could be classed as ideal conditions. If I switch over to horse race base here, you'll see she's only had 12 runs over hurdles. She's not kind of on the unexposed end, I suppose, that I can look at with the magic formula, but then she's not exposed either. There's still more to come. And if I look at her record in handicaps, you may start to see why she looks like she's running in ideal conditions without an excuse, and why, given her handicap mark, especially that price, does look too big. So in handicaps in her career, she's 1 from 1 at market raisin. All her handicap form has been on soft or heavy ground. You can see there that stamina isn't a problem. 2 from 4 3 places when rated 110 or below. Sean Bowen clearly decent record on her. The rest pattern is fine. She's won within this rest pattern before. I'm not worried about kind of number of runners. There's not enough evidence there really. And she's placed in a bigger field. She's 2 from 6 3 places going right-handed. There's a chance she doesn't like going left-handed. And importantly, this is her time of year. She's 2 from 3, 2 places in January, February, where she hasn't really done much else at other times of year. I suspect this might have been a little plan, actually. She returned at Exeter after 226 days, 20 to 1, wasn't fancied. Headway before 3 out, weak and 2 out, probably needed the run. Plumpton ran on good to soft in a class 3, got a bit outpaced, may have still needed the run, wasn't really fancied. And then she ran at Doncaster, and the one excuse for that run is the ground. It was good ground. There is no evidence yet within her profile that she likes a sound surface. So that's what I'm hoping for, that actually it was the ground, which means she didn't pick up. Soon ridden, outpaced. Yeah, they went too quick. She might have hated the track. Doncaster's one of those funny tracks. So all in all, at the price, she definitely looked interesting. It's None of Your Business is a bit of a poke. My instinct kind of says that he might not do much here at all. But he makes handicap debut. This is the one track where Skelton is prolific with handicap debutants. He's like 3 from 8, 4 places in the last couple of years, I think. He does have handicap debut to winners. He has them here. The horse had 51 days off, which is one of those odd breaks. Maybe they've done something, I don't know. They've put cheek pieces on for the first time. It's the furthest distance that he has run over before, back up to kind of 2 miles, 7 furlongs. They tried it at Kempton, but that was quite a deep race and on good ground. And it's his first run on soft, which may or may not be a benefit? I've got no real idea. But a 16 to 1, I didn't want to leave them out. Skelton in the last 2 years has done well here with his handicap hurdlers, as you can see here at the course. Last 2 years, 8 from 31, 15 places, and one of those there back in September was at 20 to 1. So I thought there was enough there to take a dart on. I think one of us is the one to beat, but Nick Williams does not have a prolific record with last time out winners, although clearly decent enough, but 9 to 4 is short enough. He may call and might be too good, but I think those two are worth a dabble. I wouldn't put you off a saver off Red Danaher, but 11 years old, back up in class. He's fairly lightly raced for his age, I suppose. I didn't think 8 to 1 was overly generous, but he is at least in form and fit, which is not something you can say for most of these in here, bar the favourite. So yeah, that's an interesting one. So that was that. If I scoot round, I'm down to 6 minutes. I've left myself 1 minute to talk about Cougars Gold. Quite frankly, unexposed, over fences. This is only his second start over fences. It's only his third handicap run of his life, I think, or fourth handicap run of his life. And I just thought he looked most interesting. He returned after 137 days last time out. Probably needed the run. It was heavy ground. Might not have handled it. Travelled well and jumped well for the main. I thought second run over fences looked interesting, and when I took a look at some stats, here's Peter Bowen, horses sent off 8 to 1 or shorter, handicap chasers, handicap novice chasers that only had one run in handicap chasers previously, 13 from 63, 23 places. This is like of all time. 2 from 5 3 places the last year, 1 from 6 3 places at Market Raisin, 7 from 28 11 places, 25% strike rate plus 23 in class 4, and 3 from 12 6 places plus 10 when there isn't a distance move. So he's unexposed, better ground, second run after a break, could be anything to come, and at 9 to 1 I wanted to have a dart. And with that said, I tick around the 7 minutes. Thanks for watching and good luck.